Huh? What's number 1 called? It's the mom and dad graph, okay? What is the vertex?
0, 0,
0, 0. Okay, the vertex is always at 0, 0. Okay, and then, so we can put that there. And then how do we go up? How do we plot the next set of points?
Up 1 over 1.
Up 1 over 1.
Up 1 over 2.
And then up 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 over 2. Okay, what is the axis of symmetry? It's something. What is it? Where can that graph split exactly in half?
It's a lot of them.
At 0. Okay, it's not a lot of them. So it only splits in one spot. And whatever this number is, okay, is your axis of symmetry. So it's going to be that x is 0, so your
X
answer is
is
x
0.
equals 0. Okay, what are the x-intercepts?
None. None. I was about to say 0.
It's 0.
No, bro, what?
It is actually 0 on the paper. It is 0.
Okay, where does it cross the x line? Is it touching the x line anywhere?
Yes.
Yeah, at 0, at that point.
Come on,
Okay, what about y-intercept?
0.
It's at 0. Min or max?
Min.
Min. Solutions?
0.
0, and then describe the graph.
Nothing.
Nothing, okay?
None.
There's no shifting going on. It's the mommy and daddy graph.
And /a, not available.
I just put an X.
That's fine. Okay, let's look at the next one. This is just like what we did yesterday, so it's more like a review. Okay, after this, the rest are different, okay? So, what is the vertex?
2 and 2.
2.
Positive 2 and a positive 2. Why is it positive 2, positive 2?
Because it changes.
The one inside.
The one on the inside changes, so instead of minus 2, it's really plus 2, and the outside we keep the same. Okay, so plot your vertex. Okay, and then to graph the next point, we go up 1 over 1. Up 1 over 1. Okay, then we have to go back to the vertex again, and we go up 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 over 2. Okay, so we got our graph there.
It's 2.
What is the axis of symmetry?
2.
Yeah, x equals 2.
Now this.
The x-intercepts?
None.
None. Okay, it's right here's the x line, and it's not touching anywhere. Okay, so it's going to be a none. Y-intercept?
6.
6. A min or a max?
Min.
Min. Solutions?
None.
None. And then description.
Right.
Where do we check the description from?
Vertex.
The
Oh my god.
we check it from 0 because why?
Up 2. That's the start, really?
That's the start of what?
There's nothing right today.
The graph?
Okay, whose vertex has a vertex of 0, 0?
Mommy, daddy.
The mommy and daddy. Okay, so this maybe is a cousin or a brother, sister, something. Okay, but it shifts from 0, 0. Okay, so we have to go up 2 and right 2.
What's different about it?
Okay, so these are the new ones. Okay, there are 2 new rules when you're doing today's. Quick graphing, you don't know what the hell you're doing. Quick graphing, you know what the hell you're doing. Okay, the 2 new rules today. If there is a negative out front, okay, meaning like right here, if there's a negative, it makes our graph open downwards. Okay, rather than pointing upwards, you still put the vertex. Okay, but if there's a negative, you would count down 1 over 1, down 4 over 2. Okay, it takes that graph and instead of it pointed up, it points down. Okay, and then yes, it would have a maximum rather than a minimum. Okay, now on all of the other problems, it's no number out front. If you look at number 1 and number 2, there's no number in the front of that parentheses. And that's what we were doing yesterday. What that's saying is it has a slope or a scalar of 1. So we could go up 1 over 2. And I want you to think about if we look at this one, okay, because we're talking squared, okay, what is 1 squared? 1. That's why we went up 1 over 1. What is x squared, or 2 squared?
2.
2 squared.
4.
4. So we went up 4 over 2. Okay? That is the general mommy and daddy because we're squaring. So 1 squared, we go where x is 1. Square it, 1 times 1 gives us y is 1. If we go where x is 2, 2 squared gave me 4. Okay? So when we're doing these, our first point is going to change. Our vertex is going to stay the same, and then the rest of them are going to be scaled up, okay? So it might be a really tall, skinny graph, or it might be a really wide graph rather than a regular shaped U, okay? So the vertex is going to be the same. So what is your vertex on this one?
3.
3 what?
Negative 4.
-4. Okay, so plot your vertex. That part is the same. So 3, -4. Okay, the next point, you would say what? What would be the next point, the way you've learned it so far?
3.
No.
Up 1 over 1.
Up 1 over 1. But it's not because we have to multiply that by 3. So instead of going up 1, you're going to go up 3 over 1. 1, 2, 3 over 1.
This already hurt my head.
Yeah, this
Okay, look. We go up 3. Okay, normally you'd go up 1 over 1. Right? But there's a 3 out front, so we have to say times it by 3. So you really go up 3 over 2. Or over 1, my bad. Sorry. I was thinking about the next one. Okay, when we go up the next one, what would it normally be? Up 4 over 2. So you times it by 3. So what do you really go up?
Up 12.
Up 12 over 2. Okay, you always got to multiply the up by whatever number's up front. Okay, so we're going to go up 12 from the vertex over 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
That's crazy.
Man,
I just counted and I couldn't get 12. What?
You got to count from the very bottom point.
I'm not so
All
sure.
of the bottom.
Yeah, you always got to count from the vertex. So you go up 4 or up 3 or whatever, you got to go back and count from 12 up down to
This
that.
still gonna be a min though.
Why is it still going to be a min? Is there a negative out front?
No.
Then it's still going to be a minimum. Unless it has a negative out front, then it flips it. Okay, so what is the axis of symmetry?
3.
3. It's still x equals 3. The x-intercepts.
2 and 4.
No.
Like 1.5 and 4.5.
Yeah, we could say we'll agree with that. So 1.5 and 4.5. Okay? You can't really see because the graph is so stretched out that you can't see exactly what it is, so we'll call it that. Okay? Y-intercept.
Nothing.
None. Okay? It will eventually, okay? Because it's going to keep going up and up and over and over. It will eventually get to there, but if you can't see it, then it's not there.
Wait,
Okay?
why does that intercept? 8.
No, it's not.
I did it wrong. Oh, damn problem.
Okay? Min or max? Min. Solutions.
Up 3 over 1.
Huh?
What are our solutions?
Solution is
1.5.
1.5 and 4.5.
Oh, I'm thinking of the graph.
Remember, these are always the same. Okay, and then describe the graph. Where do we describe the graph? From what? 0. So how many down do we need to go?
4.
Down 4. Right? How many?
3.
Right? 3. Okay, now here's the other part. This has a slope. What is the slope? It's not 1 anymore. What was it? 3. It had a slope of 3, or a scalar of 3. We had to multiply everything by 3. Okay? So it had a slope of 3.
So
And that's just a number up front.
So anytime there's a number up front that like changes that part.
Oh,
that's
you're
the
killing the smalls. You're doing smalls here. Hello?
Can I scroll? Okay, look at 4. What's the vertex?
2 and 3.
2 and 3. Okay, now,
It's not gonna work.
what's our... You said it's not going to work. Why, Trey?
We gotta go up.
Oh, it has
Yeah, so it would go up if there was no negative, but that's a good like way to think about it. And you're like, well, shit, there's not enough room for me to graph here, right? So if there's not enough room to graph, then there's probably something's wrong. Okay, what does this negative do?
Good thinking, Trey.
It makes it open downward. So, and then is there a slope?
Yes, -1.
Yeah, well, it's just a negative, so it's the same, okay, but it's gonna have a negative. So you're gonna go down 1 over 1, down 1 over 1, down 4, 1, 2, 3.
This is doing too much.
It is hard.
He's in a bad mood.
That's what she said.
It's not. Look, your graph is the same. You go down 1 over 1, up 4 over 2. The only thing that's changed is you need a point to go down instead of up.
They probably just did above that the slope shit.
Yeah, because you're gonna. Did you get it right away yesterday?
No.
All right,
I
then
got
put
it
your
really
complaint.
fast though. After one pop, I pretty much got it.
Put your
Now,
complaint.
this is just a.
Axis of symmetry. You guys think your complaining is gonna do anything? We gotta do it, and today's the last day either way. So you better start getting the hang of it and have a positive attitude. That's the truth.
This is the line thing.
Yes.
Yeah, tomorrow we're moving on to standard form.
2.
2. No. X-intercepts.
I say 0 and 3.
What's this?
0 point what? 0.5 and huh?
0.5.
I can't.
3.5.
3.5?
And the other one's -1.
Y-intercepts.
-1.
-1. Min or a max?
Max.
Max.
Solution 0.
Solution 0.5 and 3.5. Describe the graph.
Down 1.
Okay.
I mean, no. Up.
Up 3.
Up 3. Not over.
Right 2.
Right 2. What else did we do different on this one?
Right, the slope, whatever that is.
What else did we do different? What is different about this one than what we did yesterday?
Negative.
The negative. So what did that make the graph do?
Go down.
Go.
It opens downward. Okay, so the more you can describe about the graph, that's great. Okay, it opens down.
I have to write down the test.
Okay, or you could write it flip the graph upside down, something along those lines. Okay, but you need to describe what's happening with that. What's up? What's up? Oh, go down to Wallace. That guy with kindergarten, he has that on.
This test was hard.
I was gonna say, take your iPad, you might have to. I don't know. Can you get his extension and have him write it on sticky notes so that I can have it? Please, and thank you.